Well, hi, today I'm so excited because I have found the yogurt lady, and I wrote a blog about a story of over 30 years ago when I used to go on the drag. My husband and I, with our oldest son, when he was just really young, and we would buy yogurt from this little place called the Yogurt Lady, and it was like probiotic yogurt back then. It was really fresh, made with honey, and it was frozen, and you couldn't even buy yogurt in the grocery store back then. You couldn't find it anywhere. So I wrote about this story in my blog, and then lo and behold, she commented, and I found her. And we've been in Austin all these years, and so it's really neat. We're at the Tea Embassy, and I'm Carol Sims, and I'm going to pour them some tea so we can drink some lemon chiffon water just while we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay, all right, Shirley, why don't you first tell the story about how you started the Yogurt Lady?
Oh, well, I went to New York and it had frozen yogurt, and it was delicious, right? And I came back to Austin and I kept thinking, I can't buy frozen yogurt anywhere. I'll never have it again. I'll just make it. So, well, back then people made a lot of their own stuff. I mean, like had gardens and everything. And I checked into it, and there wasn't really anything to do except make it yourself. And so I found a person who sold machines to freeze. It was really frozen ice cream, like self-serve. But it just happened to work perfectly for yogurt too. And then I started. I got an SBA loan, believe it or not. In about 6 weeks, it really just kind of happened. I guess that it was supposed to be, because normally things don't just, the place turned up, the product turned up, the machine turned up, everything.
And it was over by 26th Street, next to a florist. Do you remember the name of that florist?
No, that was the second place. No, I actually started in a 10-foot by 10-foot closet that I added. It was at a bar right there on the Guadalupe.
It was where?
Was that the name of it? Raoul's? I don't remember. It was a bar.
Oh, okay.
And it was right next to the florist shop. And they had a storage closet that was right next to the sidewalk. And we put the window in, and then we put a serving window in a little nook that you walk around in November.
But wasn't the other place
well, then
right
I moved.
Next to that?
Yes.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Yes, I was so successful.
I probably went to both places. And then when I was trying to write the blog about it at blog.teatreasures.com, I was trying to think, it seems like Tom Tabuli, that's the first time I ever had Tabuli in her little shop.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to remember all this stuff, and it turns out we have right here Mrs. Tom Tabuli.
Bridget. My name's Bridget.
Bridget Appenar, and they actually still have, they have a restaurant now and wholesale business. And why don't y'all talk about how y'all got connected and how you ended up buying her business?
And we still know each other.
Yeah. I have a daughter who went to school with her sister's son. Preschool.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
I know.
They had their cart, and I had the location, and I thought y'all actually needed to make something at the location too. Kind of, I don't remember.
Well, what we did was
anyway.
we had a cart down on the drag, and we used to sell tabbouleh and little cookies from the cart, and we also used to do little fairs. And then Shirley was ready to sell her business, and I was going to have our first son, and we decided that kind of doing the gypsy thing, and we needed a stationary place. We needed something to grow with, and I'll be darned, we ended up trading places, and we took over the yogurt business, and then eventually turned it into Tom's Tabbouleh.
They continued the tradition for several years of handmade yogurt.
Yeah, and also we made all of our juices.
Oh yeah,
that? We did all of the juices.
Oh, I had that old Mexican type of hand press.
Remember
that for the orange juice?
Yeah, did you have
still
fresh
have
lemonade
actually.
too?
I think we did
had
lemon
everything.
juice. Yes,
Everything was fresh.
Oh, that was a labor-intensive
It
business.
sure was.
So when did you open your restaurant?
1979.
Okay, further down north.
Well, we jumped around. We had a location behind the University Avenue, right next to the Church of Christ, and we were in a wonderful Victorian home there that the Church of Christ owned, It was great. It was awesome. It had beautiful little deli style, and it was real comforting, like this room, sitting in and just having a nice cup of coffee or studying. The students studied. And then we went into the wholesale business because the building had been torn down. So what we did was we moved our business into our home, which we bought the house just because of the garage. Had a perfect place to put a commercial kitchen in. And that was back in the 80s, and that's when the cottage industry started popping up. And I don't know if you remember all of them: Penny's Pastries, Carol's Cookies, Pam's Pies, Tom's Tabbouleh. There were so many, and we were all that was back when Whole Foods was still just Whole Foods downtown. And that's how we developed the wholesale business. We outgrew that space, and then we moved at 29th and Guadalupe, where we are now. And we continue just doing the wholesale business, but as things kind of keep rolling, 2 of our neighbors moved out in the location that we're at now. So now we have basically a coffee house, and we still sell tabbouleh, and we have other things on the menu, and
It's still called Tom Tabbouleh.
It
right?
is Tom's Tabbouleh.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Well, this is so exciting to meet over a cup of tea and reminisce.
It's really neat.
So if any of you have memories out there about the Yogurt Lady or Tom Tabbouleh or anything else back during the 70s and 80s, let us know. You can comment on my blog
my
at
goodness, that dates us.
blog.teatreasures.com. So, and please come see us at the Tea Embassy, and then come have some tabbouleh.
This is such a wonderful environment. It's so cozy in here. I can't wait to come back.
Good.
And this is delicious.
Oh, it is.
This
What is it?
Lemon
What are you
lemon rooibos.
Lemon Robus?
Rooibos, red bush.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
And it's just the tea. There's nothing in it.
No, there's nothing in it. It doesn't have any caffeine. It's from South Africa.
No, I mean, they don't have to put honey or anything in it.
No, it's kind of
It's
sweet.
good.
Carolina.